If you've been around the channel for a little bit, you know that I've been working really hard at identifying my style, the garments I like to wear, the fabrics I like to wear, but also how do I accomplish my body shape goals and really feel good and confident in the body I'm in, basically, but still wear some pretty things that just help me out a little bit. Well, in today's video, we are going to talk about a cord set I made for the summer that will allow me to layer even when it's really, really hot, because layering is one of the strategies I love to use to achieve my body shape goals. So let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Izzy, and this channel is all about making and styling handmade garments, basically. All right, so let's get into it. This video is going to be split into two parts. The first part is we're going to talk about the actual pieces, what patterns I used, what fabric I used, and then in the second part, we're going to talk about styling and why I think this outfit was so successful. So the first part, the pieces. So the top or the shirt is the all-in shirt by Pattern Emporium. You might have seen a video from me recently, my Think Pink box for the month of June. I made an all-in shirt, and although it was successful for its purposes of a layering piece, it doesn't close at the front. And when I remade it in this fabric, I really wanted to have the flexibility of also wearing this as a shirt. So I had to make some adjustments to the pattern. Now let's talk a little bit about the shirt. The pattern by Pattern Emporium, as I said, it's available in their full size range. It is a relaxed fit, so the shoulders are over here, so they're not supposed to, or they're not meant to be right at the shoulder. It's a relaxed fit shirt, so it's not fitted. There are no bust darts, no princess seams, no darts of any kind anywhere. It's a, very relaxing thing. It's got a bunch of different sleeves you can put onto it, different details you can add to the back. So there's a back yoke, and you can have either an inverted pleat, a regular pleat, or just gathering at the top just to give a little bit more volume in the back. Yeah, very straightforward button-up shirt. You can choose to make it with a collar stand and collar, or you can just do the collar, so like a camp collar type of situation. Yeah, it's a really fun pattern to put together. Now, it doesn't come with a full bust or FBA option, this pattern. A lot of Pattern Emporium patterns do, but because of the really relaxed fit of this shirt, they didn't put FBA pieces into this pattern. But doing my straight size 18, which is what I normally make, it didn't give me enough room in the front. What I did to solve that problem was very, very straightforward. Pivot and slide, and I've got the pattern pieces to show you. So pivoting and sliding is basically just putting a pin at an anchor point, and usually for shirts or tops, it's the shoulder. So you put a pin in the shoulder, and then you pivot the pattern piece, and then trace a new outer border to your pattern, basically, on paper. Can be any kind of paper. Basically adding width to your pattern. This does not add shaping, so that's very important to note. This is not going to increase the bust cup. It's really just adding width. And because of the relaxed nature of this shirt, I knew just adding a little bit of width would do the trick. So I added a 1/2 inch at the bust and basically continued the 1/2 inch all the way down. And you'll see I added all the way down. So I also added to the hips because I noticed in my white one, when I sat down, even if it would meet in the middle, there was very little ease there. So I basically added width all the way down. So this is my back piece. And I did the exact same thing to the front piece. So anchoring at the dot here, so at the seam allowance right here, putting a pin in and then pivoting the whole pattern piece, adding a 1/2 inch all the way. Now by using the pivot and slide method, the beauty of this is, you'll notice I did not cut into my original pattern piece at all, and I don't need to make any adjustments to the sleeve because the arm side has not changed at all. The distance between my shoulder point and this one here is the exact same as this one and the original end of the arm side. So no messing around with sleeve adjustments, none of that stuff, not cutting into your pattern piece. On very like relaxed styles, if you feel like you only need a couple of inches more width, this basically, because I added a 1/2 inch to each pattern side, the front and the back, I ended up having 2 extra inches to my garment, which was perfect. So I, sewed it up with the adjustments, and you'll see in the pictures, and I can even demonstrate here, more than enough ease at the bust. I mean, if you saw my video with the white one, it barely met in the middle, and now I've got more than enough ease. It doesn't need any shaping because of the relaxed nature, and yeah, super, super comfortable. The fabric I used is a viscose twill from Core Fabrics that I bought, I'm pretty sure it was last summer. And I bought 3 meters of it. Originally, I was going to make myself a dress, but yeah, I'm so glad I ended up making this set. It's just perfect. The buttons are just regular Amazon buttons. I did not make these. Just because I didn't have time to make my own buttons, and I just grabbed stuff I have on hand. I thought the yellow would match nicely with the colors in the fabric. So there you have it. I did not reduce this like by length at all. I wanted it fairly long so that I can wear it open like this over a t-shirt, and I tuck it into the shorts if I'm wearing it like on its own without a t-shirt. So that is the shirt. Highly recommend this pattern if you're in the market for a nice cover up or a relaxed fit shirt. Yeah, lots and lots of different options in that one pattern, and it's very forgiving in terms of fit. So highly recommend this one. The shorts. The shorts are Lane shorts. So I've fallen hard for the Lane pants pattern. I now have 2 pairs of shorts, 1 pair of pants, and another pair of pants planned. And I also want to investigate getting some fabric to make myself some winter Lane pants. Love, love this pattern. So all I did for these shorts is basically remove, like chop off the legs at a length that I thought would be good for me. Now, Bermuda shorts or longer shorts are very trendy this summer, which makes me very happy because I'm not a big fan of short shorts. So the length of these is basically just above the knee, which is where a dress would land on me. And yeah, I think I left the inseam to 9 inches. And then I just did a 1 inch hem. So basically the inseam is 8 inches. Now, I'm not very long in the legs, so take that for what you will. I'm 5'3" on a good day, and my legs aren't super long. So yeah, 8 inches turned out to be just perfect for me. Other than that, I made them as the pattern, except I did not include pockets because I had run out of fabric by then and just did not have enough to even piece pockets together. The funny thing is, I had enough fabric to make the drawstring, and I made the drawstring at the very beginning, and then I put the waistband on and forgot to put buttonholes for my drawstring. So my waistband only has elastic in it, no drawstring, which is a little upsetting because I really love the detail of the drawstring, and unless I was gonna unpick my waistband and everything, like I was not about to go back and put some buttons in or buttonholes in after sewing it all on. So at some point in the future, I might unpick the waistband from the inside and then put some buttonholes in. I did keep my drawstring. It's somewhere over there, not getting rid of it just in case. But yeah, this is no frills kind of waistband on the shorts. The Lane shorts, I made a size 18, like a straight size 18. I did not grade out for my waist because of the elastic. What I basically do for the elastic waistband is I cut whatever's comfortable for me and then gather more or less depending on, yeah. So I don't really worry about what the pattern tells me. I just do whatever is more comfortable for me. So no need to grade to a bigger waist. And the size 18 is perfect for my hips. I have the perfect amount of ease in these shorts and these pants. I know a lot of people say that they are really, really big. I did end up sizing down because I make a straight size 18, but my hips fit in the size 18. It's my waist that would go to a size 20. And I like the amount of ease I get. These are meant to be flowy, oversized, loose shorts and pants. So yeah, this style works just fine for me. So those are the two patterns that I used for my coord set. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, layering for me is a strategy I love to use in fall, winter, spring, but it's a little difficult to do in the summer when it's 35 or 40 degrees Celsius outside. But somehow this works, and I think that's because of the fabric. The viscose twill is lightweight, it's breathable, it's comfortable, it's because it's relaxed fit, nothing is stuck to me. And I'm wearing it with a t-shirt today, but I can wear it with a little cami. Yeah, this just works even though it's been really, really hot here. I mean, I wore this on one of the hottest days so far this summer, and I really was comfortable. And what I love about the layer in this case is it just gives me some nice vertical lines right across the bust and the midsection, and it kind of confuses the eye as to where my waist is. What is the size of that waist? What is happening with that tummy? The style of the shorts, because there's room there and it's not clinging to my tummy, it looks very streamlined, it looks very nice and neat. And because the fabric of the layer and the fabric of the shorts is exactly the same, again, you're not quite sure where everything is. It does a really good job of camouflaging what's going on underneath there. So, I mean, I love using this strategy. I've talked about this on the channel before. A column of, you know, a darker color with a fun layer on top, or yeah, a darker t-shirt with, you know what I mean, like anything that's going to create nice lines vertically and mitigate some of the horizontal lines that happen when you tuck a shirt in, for example. Then yeah, also this works for my proportion, I find. So when I'm tucking this in, you'll notice I'm not leaving my t-shirt out. So the proportions work really, really well for me. Even though the shorts are long, it looks as though almost I'm wearing like a crop top, and it balances everything, which I really, really like. So from a style perspective, I love this. I think it's a very successful outfit. I feel super cute and very confident when I'm wearing it. So if you've been relying on layers during the colder months and you've not attempted it for summer in really, really hot weather, highly, highly recommend something like this. You don't have to use a rayon twill. You can use something very lightweight, like something sheer, or a very lightweight cotton lawn or cotton voile. Like there are a lot of summer fabrics you can use to make a layer. Put short sleeves on it, and it's nice and breathable and flowy, and the wind can circulate around you. It's fabulous. A linen would also work. A lightweight linen as a layering piece would be top-notch for really, really hot weather. So I would love to know in the comments below if you've ever used this strategy of the third piece or a layering piece, and if yes, how did it work for you? Do you have any tips and tricks to share? And everybody, go in the comments and read everybody's comments. In each one of my videos, when I ask a question, I get a ton of amazing advice, amazing things are shared. So definitely try and spend some time in the comments below, because I'm sure you can learn a thing or two from everybody that goes in there. All right, well, that's going to be it for my fabulous new coord set. Again, let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I will see you soon.